was the news that came out earlier today. And when I first saw it, I kind of scratched my head because I didn't understand exactly what it meant. Now I do. Former NBA player J.R. Smith. It was announced earlier today that he has decided to go back to college. He's pulling a Rodney Dangerfield back to school, and not only is he going back to college, he's not going to just any college. He's going to the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
That's right.
And
he did.
Not only is he doing that, but he also has a little athletic eligibility left.
Because he never went to college. He came straight out of high school.
Yeah, but of course he's not playing basketball. Let's be real. He's not going to do that.
Right.
He's playing golf. So shout out to J.R. Smith, not only who was working to obtain his liberal studies degree from North Carolina A&T, he's becoming a member of the men's golf team. So I applaud him, not for just being a member of the golf team, but for also looking to work on his degree. And then something that kind of got glazed over, you know, the beginning of the story came with such fanfare and huge announcement that the death of this story just went by so quietly, and I barely heard anybody talk about it. Oddly enough, a couple of weeks ago, almost a month ago now, back on July 20th, this name's going to sound very familiar. One McCord Maker announced on July 20th that he will be leaving, or he has left, Howard University to pursue a career in the NBA. Now, yeah, he's the one and done.
Right.
Even worse, I guess if you want to say worse, he only played 2 games.
Yeah.
Both were losses. And he didn't necessarily look that good in those 2 games. You know, he basically left school because he got word from his assessment that he might be a second-round draft pick. For those who watch the draft like myself, you know that he didn't get drafted at all.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, he didn't even get selected as an undrafted free agent, as far as I remember. Wow. I need to see what these rookie teams look like to see if there's a possibility he may be on one of those. But just this whole big fanfare of, you know, a 5-star athlete coming to an HBCU, which I loved but was hesitant of, unfortunately has proven itself to be the reason why I was hesitant of it. I remember even when he was interviewed on ESPN's First Take and was asked by Max Kellerman, oddly enough, you know, if the situation came up for him, if he wanted to leave early, would he? And he kept kind of brushing it off, saying that, you know, I'll take the situation as it comes. Yeah, he took it as it came, all right. He came and went. So as much as I'm hoping the best for this gentleman in his future endeavors, I personally wish he would have worked it out at Howard. You know, there were a lot of people that thought that it was a bad move for him to go to Howard. Yeah, and there were some people who thought that, you know, if he wanted to go to an HBCU, maybe he should have gone to a better program. And I'm going to do that in air quotes, a better program in North Carolina Central or Texas Southern, because of the fact that they've been winning recently. But I just believe that, or based upon what he said, that Howard was the best fit for him.
And I don't want that to turn into, even though you know it's coming.
What's that?
People downplaying HBCUs as possible destinations for 5-star, 4-star kids.
I'm hoping that it doesn't become that situation either. You know, it just happened to be the worst case scenario. I don't think he even spent much time on campus because, you know, of course, it's the period of COVID. That whole fall semester, he spent away down in Arizona training for the season. And then when he came for the season, he spent a couple of months there then. But, you know, Howard's season was stopped short after those 2 games. And then they ended up just forfeiting the rest of the season. And that team never got an opportunity to really practice together, gel together, learn to play with one another, and get better as a team.
Right.
So for them to lose both him and the young man that went to Purdue, I don't even know if he got drafted either. I need to check back to see if that was the case too, because that was his reason for leaving.
I didn't know half the cats who were drafted undrafted the other week. So
neither do
outside
I.
Of Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green, I don't know. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, who are these cats? And I guess we'll learn soon
And the
enough,
Gonzaga
right?
kid too. I forget his name. The
Yeah,
Gonzaga kid too.
yeah, I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Those
Yeah.
are the only ones that stood out because of what I saw from them during the tournament.
Right.
But I just really hope that what they went through does not become a deterrent for other star athletes that decide that they want to come to an HBCU. And then two, this should be a reminder. Celebrate the kids that we do have.
Right.
That decide that they want to be here and play all, 2, 3, 4 years of their career here at an HBCU. That was one of the things that I wanted that I kept trying to push out. Be happy for these guys coming, but don't ignore these other guys that dedicated their entire collegiate career that really wanted to be here. Yeah, they got dreams and aspirations of going pro as well, but they stuck around and they decided to put in their time at their respective in institutions before moving on. So yeah, just remember that, man. Even with this whole movement to have guys come over, celebrate those that are currently here.
Well said, brother. That takes us to